Greetings, dear ones. How pleased and honored we are to be sharing our transmission at this new location. We honor you for making the time to be here, and we also honor the new ones to the group for being open to having such an experience. And of course, when we say group, we mean not only those who are in the room with us today, but also those who will enjoy the transmission on your internet at a later time. We are pleased with the timing of the get-together today. As you know, we normally offer one teaching channel per month, but the times are unique, dear ones, and we wish to speak on that today. Your month of May is going to be very busy energetically for you. It will be challenging to some who do not have the skills to navigate it. You have started the month with a huge energetic shift that occurred from moving from the energies of April into the energies of May. You went straight into the 555 gateway and the supermoon. You will be experiencing the effects of two eclipses which are always pressuring to many, and the sun's activity has also increased. What you may be unaware of is that in the cosmos there is a falling into place of sacred geometry that is affecting your planet quite profoundly, and all of those that rest on the planet as well. While the energies of 2012 have been quite fast-moving and intense, we do not say this to feed any sort of fear. It is merely a statement. You are only picking up steam, dear ones, as you move into the second half of this very important, very pivotal, and at times volatile year. You have been working hard and those efforts are starting to pay off. We hear many of you get tired. Many of you fear the new earth will never arrive. Many of you say, I have worked so hard and I don't feel like I've achieved anything for all of my efforts. We understand from your perspective it is easy to fall into that kind of thinking. However, whenever you do feel that way, we implore you, please look back over the last 1 year of your linear time. Then look at the past 2 years of your linear time, past 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Do you see? Much like you cannot notice the growth of a child when you see the child on a daily basis, you are not recognizing the huge leaps in consciousness that have been made within yourselves and also on the planet. We will give you an analogy that should help make things clearer on what is happening. It is as if you have been in the river of the flow and you have slowly been getting used to the energies of being in the flow. You've learned how to surrender, and you've learned how to stay in faith and trust in that flow. You are learning that it is through the flow that you get where you want to be in record time, and many of you have become very adept at stepping into the flow. And yes, many of you step out of the flow as well because you forget, but more and more you are redirecting yourselves time and again to move into that place of authentic power. So you've been swept down the river of the flow and you have come to a very tight juncture in the flow. This juncture is the passageway from the old earth to the new earth. Some have referred to it as the birth canal or the eye of the needle. It's a very narrow space that has a lot of energy that needs to pass through. There's a lot of congestion in that area near this very narrow juncture where the wide river of the flow is trying to go through a very narrow passageway. What is happening, as it does with water, is when the water passes through such a small narrow space with so much force behind, it is being catapulted forward at super speed. You say, oh, that sounds scary. How do I know that I am ready? The water droplet does not worry about whether it is ready or not. It simply allows. You will be fine if you continue to move forward and apply what you know. It will be those who are resisting going through the narrow juncture of the flow who will find themselves in the churning waters, feeling very uncomfortable indeed. Dear ones, you will only create discomfort for yourselves if you are in the energies of resistance. We do not know how many times we can say this to you. Please hear us now. The way to do all of the things that your soul is here to achieve is by working with the flow. Do not make it more complicated than it needs to be. You are changing the old paradigms. Many of you have grown up in families with very set belief systems. Many families' parents or grandparents had grown up during wartime. Some came from the Depression era, where there was great lack, where there was not enough, where there were rations. And coming through that, they adopted a belief system that said, it doesn't really matter if you like what you do, it just matters that there is food on the table. From that place, it has been very difficult to get comfortable in the energies of abundance. Do you see? You've been taught you don't take more than what you can scrape by on because that would be greedy. There was this idea that there is not enough for everyone, and you were just lucky to have a job, and it was irrelevant if you liked it or not. That old system is crumbling, and it is thanks to your efforts. You are changing the paradigm because how you are learning to live now will be what the norm is for your children. Your children will be growing up in the new energies that say it is an abundant universe. You follow the path of joy. You do whatever makes your heart sing. Do you see the difference? Do you see the potential for your planet just from that fundamental shift in consciousness? These are amazing and pivotal times. Do not forget what you know. Many of you will be feeling squeezed. Many of you will be experiencing sleep disturbances, headaches, dizziness, moodiness as you are reacting to the energies. What do you do about these? Dear ones, ask your guides to help you. Does it not occur to you to say, I'm tired because I didn't sleep, please infuse me with energy? How about my head hurts? Please help me by lifting my headache. Please take this pain away from me. You can be working in partnership with Spirit. You've gathered all of these skills and then you forget to use them. It baffles us when we are standing so close to help you and yet you don't use us. So please know that we are here to assist. But this very active month is not just about things that bring you discomfort. Many of you will experience pockets of absolute joy, of complete connectedness, of feeling deeply moved, which will be of great relief to those who have felt somewhat disconnected of late. Spirit communication will be strong, as well as your dream state. The month will be ripe with self-discovery and personal breakthroughs, and expect instant manifestations and synchronicities to abound. We are all working together, and if you can remember and apply what you know and use the help that is available to you, you will be moving through this shift of the ages with much greater ease into life expressions that you never dreamed were possible. And it is all because of you. Do you understand how remarkable that is? So we ask you to be kind and gentle with yourselves throughout it all, but also to keep your focus on what you are here to do. We listen to your negative self-talk and we cannot even imagine how you could have such inaccurate views of yourselves, because you are glorious creatures that are achieving what has never been done on your planet before. Own that. That is who you are. Allow it to shine brightly. You are the way showers, and you cannot show the way if you don't allow your light to shine. Rest assured that each and every one of you is absolutely remarkable and loved and cherished beyond measure. This is what we wanted to share with you today.